Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in for a quick little chat. Now, this is something that I see happen a lot, and it's a lesson that my dad taught me actually. I remember I was, dating around. I was looking for my wife. I started looking for my wife at 16 years old because of the example that my father set by being married to my mother and being in the home with me every day. I wanted that union, I wanted to be married. So at 16, I started looking around. Didn't know what I was looking for, didn't know how I was looking for it. And I remember dating a young lady, and something was up to where I think she used to wear real short skirts. I think she used to wear short skirts and real tight clothes, revealing clothes. And I remember a guy saying to me, "Hey, man, you need to tell your girl stop wearing thongs, cause I be looking at her thong in class." And we was in high school, and I think that's when it was, but I could be confusing it. And I was talking to my daddy about the young lady, and he said something to me. He said, "Son, don't ever try to change a woman. He said, let her be exactly who she is. And if she's not the woman for you, then let her go." He was like, "But when you try to change a human being, then you trying to control a human. And when you're trying to control a human, that's impossible to do, and eventually you're going to lose control." And I learned that lesson the hard way when I was in college and I was dating a young lady, and she would casually smoke at the club. She would pop a pill at the club, and she would drink to get drunk. And she would curse. And I didn't do any of those things. And she was of a different religion. And I wanted somebody to be of my religion so that we could pray together, so that we could go to church together, build on the same foundation, teach our kids the same belief, system. And so I was trying to change her. And hey, you got to do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. You got to change this, change this, change this. And a lot of people for love will change. A lot of women, most women for love will change almost anything. And she changed all those things, but it wasn't because she believed in those changes. It wasn't because she believed those changes were for her. She just made the changes for me. So what would happen is she would always revert back to who she is and what she would be doing. And then when we were apart, two different states on summer break in college, she living her life doing what she do, and would call me, and I could tell, and it would kind of send me over the edge. And that's when this lesson from my father probably really hit hard. And I started to realize that by me trying to change this woman, I was losing myself. So instead of trying to change somebody, so I left those relationships. I wasn't in a position to where I've never been broken up with. And so that's another reason why I try to kind of hear and listen to these guys who are not listen to them, but I try to understand where they coming from. If they've been cheated on by a woman and they found out, and they hadn't cheated on her, they hadn't done anything wrong, they didn't deserve it, or if they've been dumped by a woman and she just wanted her a better looking man, or a man with more money, or a bad boy. I try to understand those men and how they could have resentment and hurt and pain in their heart, because fortunately I hadn't gone through those things. Now I've been cheated on by a woman, but I had cheated on her too, so technically I deserved it. And so I left every relationship that I was in, and some of the relationships I was trying to change the person. And then even when I got with my wife, it was certain things that I wanted to change, but then I had to remember, let her be her. And one time she said that to me. She said, "I don't try to change you, because I'm very quiet. I don't like to talk to people." She said, "I don't try to change you. I don't try to get you out and force you to dance when we at a party, And when I say party, I'm not talking about club. I'm talking about like birthday party, friends and family, they have a dance floor." And I was like, man, you know what? You right. I don't try to make you yell at the soccer game. You right. So it hit me. And this is what I realized a lot of men doing wrong is you in a relationship and it's not the woman for you. But you're trying to change her to make her be the woman for you when there is a woman who is perfect for you. If the changes are against your fundamental or your foundational, your core beliefs. See, the things I wanted my wife to change was I just thought she was too loud at a sports game. And I thought she danced too much and too hard at a party. But that was just her being like an extrovert in that way. She tried to holler about she an introvert, extrovert. Girl, you all on that dance floor, introvert. But I realized that's not a deal breaker. If she smoke, if she get drunk, if she, do something else like that, if she an atheist, yeah, all those deal breakers. But having a bubbly personality, being a person full of life, that's not a deal breaker. Just because I'm boring, just because I'm laid back, just because I'm reserved, just because I'm quiet, So I say that to say to every man listening to this, if when you evaluate the things about this woman that you're trying to force this relationship with, if she's not the person that you want her to be, that you need her to be. So if she is a thirst trapper on Instagram and always posting, booty pics and selfies, and she's attention seeking, instead of you putting her in a prison, because she's going to feel like that's a prison if you try to tell her you can't do that no more. Oh, he trying to change me. That's just my personality. It doesn't even mean nothing. Guess what? That's not a woman for you. That's not the woman for you. If you can't see the good in it and how it could bring balance to your life, that's not the woman for you. Like my wife, she brings balance to my life because where I'm quiet, she could pick up on that conversation when we're around people. Where my son would never hear anything from the sideline, at least he get to hear his mama. Because if she was just like me, he'll think he at the game by himself because I don't say a word. I just watch. So guess what? My wife brings balance to me. Our differences equal strength, not just our similarities. So as a man, when you look into this, if this woman is not fundamentally the woman for you, that means that is not your wife, and there are millions of other women, and there's a woman who has your same foundational core beliefs. There's a woman who fits you like a puzzle piece. So instead of forcing this thing and trying to make her be something that she's not, and trying to change her when she doesn't want to change and she's not ready to change, go on about your business. Because if you're trying to force a human to change, and this could go the other way, but I'm speaking from a male perspective. But if you're trying to force a human to change and they don't want to change, that's when you're setting yourself up for failure, because what it's going to do is going to create some resentment. It's going to make your partner lie to you and be deceptive. And now you're getting played. Now you're getting played like Boo Boo the Fool because your partner wants to be somebody and do things. Sorry, I'm cutting on my computer to keep up with the time because I got to coach one more client today. I done talked to 4 clients today. Oh, Lord. Now, 3 of them was 20-minute bonus calls that I did for my dad. A little promotion I did with my dad on his coaching. And one of them was an hour, and I got one more hour. And then we going to the hockey game tonight, game 7. Hope we can pull it out. And then look, this getting out the comfort zone. This getting out the comfort zone. I'm a black man. It is not a lot of black men that play hockey. Okay? Not a lot of black men that watch hockey, that go to hockey. And I done bought 4 tickets and we right at the glass. So I got to post me a picture on Instagram now. Don't hate. But getting out the comfort zone. Living life. Living life. And guess what? My wife liked to live. I told her I want to save some money because we going to the Maldives. So I'm like, hey, we can't do nothing now. I'm going to put everything to that Maldives trip. And then these tickets came. I said, got to go. Let me go ahead. And she just was smiling. I said, you want to go to the game? She said, no, we saving money. We saving money for the Maldives. But I went ahead and bought them anyway because I knew deep down. And I said, I just got to trust the Lord. I can't live in fear. I can't live in fear and be talking about, oh, I'm saving for this day to come, and that day ain't promised. But you know what I got right here today is I got today. So I'm going to live today, and I'm going to trust God to meet my needs for that other day that I want to live. You see what I mean? That's a lesson inside a lesson. This ain't got nothing to do with this video. Forgive me. So back to the men. Listen to me. Stop trying to force that woman to change. Stop trying to change her, because if you pay attention to it, you going crazy. And while you going crazy, guess what? She also going crazy. So now while you think you big bad Billy Wag, really all she doing is lying to you. All she doing is lying to you, unless she want to change. If the woman ain't have no daddy, or if she didn't have good examples in her life, then she may not know better. And then when you show her better, she appreciates, respects, and she wants and desires that change. That'll be clear and evident. If that's not the case, she'll have some pushback, and you'll have to keep checking her about this thing that she keep doing. Keep on cursing like a sailor, keep getting drunk, keep wanting to script, keep wanting to, hit a line, keep wanting to get on a blunt, keep wanting to have a booty cheek hanging out of shorts, keep wanting to post booty on Instagram, keep wanting to do stuff that is against your belief system, and you keep having to have a town hall meeting. Guess what? That's not your wife. That's somebody else's wife, because it's a man who don't care about none of that stuff she doing, and he probably do the same thing, and they'd be a great Instagram couple. Or you're not the man who has the influence in her life to encourage her and influence her to change. She's not going to change. She's not changing for you, because you don't have the key to her heart, because that's not your wife. That's somebody else's wife. So as she loses you, and then life start to thump upside the head, then she start to learn, if I want this level of man, I have to grow to this level. I got to change these things. So now she started to elevate, and she said, I want a man like this right here. But this man like this right here does not curse. This man like this right here does not get drunk. This man does not club. This man does not thirst trap on Instagram. This man does not smoke. You see what I mean? This man believes in having a savings. This man don't just front for society and try to live for everybody else. This man don't believe in competing with the Joneses. This man want to live his own life. So where she may be, she want to compete with the Joneses. She want everything she see other women on Instagram have, but she don't know how they get their money, where their money come from, and she just want to compete financially with them. She may want to smoke or get drunk or curse like a sailor, or seek attention online showing her body. She may want these things. So guess what? When she lose a good man, now she gonna realize, well, this what a good man does. This what I got to do. I got to elevate to that level. So what's going to happen by you leaving her, she then going to learn that if she want a good man, she got to grow. She got to change. Or she could keep doing everything she doing if she sees nothing wrong with it, and she can attract a man who do those things. But then what she may realize is that a man who does the same exact things that she does, it shows up differently in a man. That the implications of a man who smokes, and a man who get drunk, and a man who thirst trap, that may show up totally different in his life and say something totally different about who he is as a man. Because as a woman, she may be able to do all of those things and be 100% faithful to a man. But a man who doing those same things, he also is a cheater, or he is you see what I'm saying? So she will find that out, and then she'll realize, well, oh, this why I need to grow. Because the men who are faithful, they got a certain list of standards that they live by, and that's what produces the discipline for them to be 100% faithful. But when they lack discipline to not get drunk and high, that means they also lack discipline to be 100% faithful. Because a man got to have discipline in every area of his life in order for him to lock down the side of his that part of his life that says be fruitful and replenish the earth. That part of him that is chasing women to replenish the earth, that tick in his brain, that thing that she notices millions of men have not learned how to control. When she realized a man who has learned how to control it also has other signs of discipline in his life. So he is well-rounded and disciplined in every area of his life. And that's how he is able, what time it is? That's how he is able to be loving and caring and compassionate and understanding and forgiving and faithful. A servant leader. So she'll understand it's some sacrifices that he had to make to get there. So when you as a man realize that you and this woman are not on the same level and she don't want to grow to the level that you on, then you let her go and stop trying to be Project Pat. No reference to the rapper, but stop trying to be Bob the Builder and go ahead and let God have her because it's a work that only he could do. After you done tried to influence her and tried to help her and she stay the same, then go on about your business. And it's the same thing that I tell women. That a man who wants you, he want to change. He wants to change. You may influence the change. Remember my book, A Woman's Influence? You may influence the change, but he wants to change. So everything that I grew and became different for my wife. Because me left to myself, I'd kept doing the same thing. But when I realized I had to change certain things to be in her life, I changed those things. The same thing goes the other way around. And so it was a couple things that my wife had to change in order for me to stay in her life. So I had to grow, she had to grow. And we had to hash that out, talk through that. And that's why we still together today, happily married over 14 years. So listen to me. Stop trying to change her. Stop trying to change her. You already tried to be an example, tried to be an influence, tried to motivate. And if she don't want to change, and you evaluate that these things that she does are deal breakers, that these things are not bringing balance to your life, it's not an asset to your life, it's not benefiting your life, go on about your business. Go on about your business. Now this video is to men. All right. I got a lot of videos like this on the same topic that is the other way around to women. So stay out my comments talking about this need to be the men to the what about the woman trying to change a man? This ain't about that right now. Okay, I'm talking to the men, and it's okay for the women to listen. So I got to say that over and over and over, because every single time I got to have to deal with somebody in the comment. And I did a video yesterday about who should pay on the first date. And there was a lot of people in the comment who ain't even watched the video. I say, boy, look here. Wasting my breath. Other than for the people it's for. So God bless you. God bless you. And if you're in the comments without a picture, with a beg to differ spirit, you're getting deleted. So if you want to have a voice, you need to have a face. Just like everybody else. Because other than that, you're working for the devil. And you're just trying to sow discord and bring confusion. So if you want to have a voice in the comments, in the space, then you need to be a real person. With a real picture and a real name. Otherwise, you're working for the adversary. And all you're trying to do is just beg to differ for the sake of argument, just to sow discord and to be a detractor and a distraction to those who are hanging in the balance and seeking answers and growth. And I'm finna remove Satan from where God trying to do work at. You hear me? So let that be understood. So if you ever come up, your comment delete it, it's because your spirit was wrong, because you came in with the wrong spirit. Or because you said a word that's on the block list and you just was filtered into the spam. But YouTube obviously does not do a great job with spam, because it'd be a million spam messages. And to the spam messages, listen, I don't respond to people in the comments. So if you see a response with my name on it, it ain't come from me unless you click on it. Now, if I happen to respond to you If you click on it and it take you to my page with my same subscriber count and all that, then that was me. But when you see a picture of me with my name and you click on it and it take you to an account with no subscribers or a few subscribers, that's not me. When you see any comment that have a WhatsApp number or an email in it, that's not me. That's not authorized. That's a spam bot. Stop entertaining these people. It is mind-boggling to me. It just shows you how dangerous this internet is. A lady booked me for a session, and the lady accused me of being on her phone and stalking her on Instagram and changing her Facebook status. I say, wow. Now, I don't know if it's if I don't know if it's like an ex-lover that got her account information and doing that stuff to her, or if it is she done entertained one of them bots that had my name on it and all in WhatsApp, because he talking about some promises and some opportunity. I said, ma'am, I do not have a clue what you talking about. So let me tell you something. I'm finna refund you for this session because I do not have a clue what you talking about. So I said, I don't know who you been talking to. I don't know who to hack your phone. I don't know what you got going on. So listen, y'all be careful on the here internet. Okay? Be careful on the internet. You can't trust stuff. Don't be in the comment reading everything and replying to everything and entertaining everything. If you want to leave your comment and go on about your business. Don't be in talking to these spam accounts and all that right there, because I'm trying to tell you, they make them scams, they make them look very believable. They make them look amazing. I'm trying to tell you, anybody got me with a few of them. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna tell you what they've been doing now. What they do to me is they send me an email to an email address, to one of my company email addresses, offering to pay thousands of dollars to market on my Facebook page. If I respond to that email and say, okay, yeah, what kind of ads? The next kind of email I get is an email that's saying, hey, your page is about to be shut down. So click here to confirm your identity. It's a fake email, but they got Facebook in the email. They got the same footer as Facebook. The email look like it's a Facebook email. But what they want me to do is click that link and enter my login credentials. But that is being entered into a site that they have created that look just like Facebook, the main login page. And they could see my login email and my password, and then they will immediately log in and change the password and steal my Facebook page, hack my Facebook page. Or they'll log in and just make a bunch of posts or steal a bunch of data or whatever they could get, or just delete the page altogether. But it's hackers and spammers, and this is what they doing. And I done had clients with millions of followers get their page stolen because they got an email saying that your account has been hacked or your account about to get shut down. Click here to confirm your identity. And they don't look at the domain that it come from, and they click it and type in their stuff in a panic, and now these people log into their account and take their account. So it's nothing pure that is left pure in our world. Everything pure in our world, everything pure and genuine will be tainted by evil. Evil will come in to try to seep in there and mess something up, because that's what the devil do. So understand that. Y'all stop playing around in these comments, okay? Dealing with these here bots. And then y'all be emailing me. So I'm like, I must be the only person y'all watching on YouTube, which God bless you. I really appreciate the support. But if you go to other people's channel, it's in everybody comments. That's just what scammers do. You know, it ain't just me. They doing that to everybody. So hey, this Tony Gasson. God bless you. And if I offend you on any of my message, take it to the Lord in prayer. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Because frankly, I hate to say this, but frankly, I do not care, because I have to share the message that God give me. And the Bible say, just like Apostle Paul say, sorrow leads to repentance. I got to tell you the truth that God has shared with me, and it's going to step on toes. So I can't. So you arguing with me and you sending me an email and you all in the comments and all that right there. Listen, that ain't none of that gonna stop what's going on over here, because I'm doing the work of the Lord and I can't change that for now. Rehuman, understand that right there. Everything I say, and the Lord is allowing my brand to be built slowly, because what I'm saying is too real for our wicked society. A lot of the stuff I done said would get me canceled if I have a TV show. If I had a TV show, would get me canceled immediately. And guess what? If the world ever have to cancel me, one thing I know is that when I meet my Savior, I will hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." So I ain't worried about being counseled by a human. I'm worried about being counseled by God. That's who I'm here to please. So when you disagree and you feel it in your chest, take that elsewhere. You ain't got to email me. You ain't got to be all in my comments, because that ain't going to change nothing over here. I have to carry the message that I was given to carry. And that's what I want every detractor and every distraction to understand. I don't argue what I know. If I did not know and believe that I know what I know, I would be coming to you with a question. So on my channel, I'm sharing what I believe. And ain't nobody gonna change what I believe in the comments or in an email. If I'm seeking a new answer, I'm going to go to your channel and watch your videos. I'm going to read your book. You see what I'm saying? You don't speak on a platform unless you believe what you're saying. Unless you already sold on what you saying is true. Otherwise, you're going to be silent. You're going to be in a different season of where you just receiving and you gleaning and you learning. And I went through that season 10 hours a day, feeding my mind, building myself up. And then after doing that for several years, then I came out and was able to start speaking from my belief system. And that's what y'all got to understand. So what I'm telling you is save your time and save your energy, because praise nor criticism. I don't need praise and congratulations and pats on the back and amens. I don't need amens, nor do I need ouches or any kind of